Hello, and welcome to Nitecore Store's Top 5 Tactical Lights of 2020. Let's get right into it. Coming in at number 5 is the Nikkor Mh12s.
Now, I sure don't like speaking on anybody's behalf, but I do enjoy it when advertisers prey on my good nature by having a narrator ask me rhetorical questions in a soothing, pastoral accent. This is the part where I look down and chuckle and say something colloquial like, I reckon you feel the same too, to manipulate you into believing I'm just an average guy like yourself.
Well, if that is the case, look no further than the Nikkor Mh12s. The Mh12s is the simple, no-nonsense tactical flashlight without any of the fancy bells and whistles. If you need good luminosity, good throw, lots of options, and not too much specialization or quirks, then this tactical light is the light for you. Here is the rapid-fire breakdown of the Nikkor Mh12s. The Mh12s has a maximum brightness of 1800 lumen, which translates to over 321 yards of beam throw, which is equivalent to 137 shacks stacked on top of each other. It is ultra compact and lightweight, a 1-inch tube diameter that is 5.5 inches long and fits comfortably in the hand at only 2.66 ounces, which is about half the weight of a regulation baseball at 5.25 ounces. It comes with 5 brightness modes and 3 special modes, SOS, beacon, and strobe. On ultra low, this thing can last up to 1500 hours. It has a 2-stage tactical tail switch for momentary and constant activation. You tap the metal side switch to cycle through brightness settings. It comes with an included 5000 mAh 21700 battery, as well as a battery sleeve where you can use a backup 18650 or 2 CR123As in series. It has a protected USB-C charging port. Did I mention it was IP68 rated waterproof? It can charge and work in up to 2 meters of water. I am not recommending this, I am just saying that it can. And that brings us to number 4. Fourth on this list is the Nikkor P20i. The P20i is my favorite out of the P2X series from Nitecore. It is a P20 V2 but with USB-C charging. It is a P22R that can accept 21700 batteries without adding too much girth. The P20i is a classic straight handle flashlight with a bell-shaped reflector if it was designed by Batman's armorer. Now, I personally like flashlights that maintain the straight tube design, but the P20i, like an aggressive older woman with a biological clock so loud you could use it ticking as a baseline for an EDM track, is making me ask some serious questions about my personal preferences. Because the P20i, like all of our other P2X flashlights that have come out this year, has a solid stainless steel bezel with 3 silicone nitrided inlays, ideal for mostly peaceful prototype. And now for the rapid fire breakdown of the Nikkor P20i. The P20i has a maximum brightness of 1800 lumen, which translates to over 375 yards of beam throw, which is equivalent to 160 shacks stacked on top of each other. It is ultra compact and lightweight, a 1-inch tube diameter, 1.25 inch head diameter, and 5.61 inches long, so it fits comfortably in the hand at only 4 ounces, which is about the weight of 2 tennis balls, which are 2.04 ounces each. On low setting, this thing can last up to 50 hours. It comes with an included 4000 mAh 21700 battery, as well as a battery sleeve where you can use 2 CR123As in series. It comes with a protected USB-C charging port. This thing is also IP68 rated waterproof. It can charge and work to up to 2 meters of water. Once again, I do not recommend this. I'm just saying if you drop it in a puddle at a dog park but it didn't rain the night before, it will still work, but it might smell funny. And that brings us to the third best tactical light of 2020 from Nitecore. Number 3 on this list is the Nikkor I-4000r. Ah yes, the I-4000r, the best in show of the Nightcore Intelligence series flashlights. Remember back how you would have just a regular old Xbox, but we all had that one friend who had the limited edition, deluxe, Master Chief Edition chrome-lined Mountain Dew Cheeto Express Xbox, and the sweatshop used even younger, somehow more malnourished children to build these because only their delicate little fingers could reach into the tiny cracks to solder the wires. That is what the I-4000r is compared to the other I-series flashlights. Specifically, the I-4000r is a quad LED flashlight, because 4 is better than 1 in almost every instance, except when in reference to horseman, or I suppose when it is the preceding syllable in adger, because onager is a medieval catapult, and forager is a medieval bum. And now for the rapid fire breakdown of the Nikkor I-4000r. The I-4000r has a maximum brightness of 4,400 lumen, which translates to over 251 yards of beam throw, which is equivalent to 107 shacks stacked on top of each other. It is fairly compact and lightweight, a 1-inch tube diameter, 1.28-inch head diameter, and 6.26 inches long, so it fits comfortably in the hand at only 4.76 ounces, which is coincidentally the weight of a D-cell battery. The I-4000r comes with a 2-stage tail switch for momentary and constant activation, and his patented strobe-ready mode pedal does double duty with instant turbo and instant strobe capabilities. When the light is on, holding the mode pedal means instant turbo. When the light is off, holding the mode pedal means instant strobe. Included with the I-4000r is a 5000 mAh 21700 battery, as well as a battery sleeve where you can use 2 CR123As in series. It has a protected USB-C charging port, but this thing is also IP68 rated waterproof. It can charge and work in up to 2 meters of water. Once again, I do not recommend this, but this holiday season, if grandma has had too much eggnog and starts getting frisky with the turkey baster, the I-4000r can work covered in poultry gravy. And that brings us to number 2 of Nitecore's top 5 tactical flashlights of 2020. Number 2 on this list is the Nitcore TM9K. How could the TM9K possibly be number 2 when it is so powerful? But that is precisely the reason. It is too powerful, which puts it into the specialized category. It has one critical weakness, which is that the battery is not removable. The designers and engineers wanted to maximize 2 things, brightness and compactness. Older lights in the TM line have big thick handles that can hold up to 4, sometimes 8 batteries, but they wanted to keep it to a single battery, so we get that 1-inch tube diameter that sits comfortably in the hand, all the while being able to get 9500 lumen turbo from 9 LEDs. Thus, the compromise they had to make in the build was welding the contacts straight onto the battery, because no matter how big and thick the springs were, it was just not stable enough for that level of output. And even though the battery is not removable, it has a USB-C fast charging port that'll get it juiced in no time. And now for the rapid fire breakdown of the Nitcore TM9K. The TM9K has a maximum brightness of 9500 lumen, which translates to over 293 yards of beam throw, which is equivalent to 125 shacks stacked on top of each other. It is machined from a single piece of aero-grade aluminum, so it is incredibly rigid and durable. The TM9K comes with a 2-stage tail switch for momentary and constant activation, and his patented strobe-ready mode pedal does double duty with instant turbo and instant strobe capabilities. Whether the light is on or off, holding the mode pedal means instant turbo. Whether the light is on or off, double tapping the mode pedal means instant strobe. This thing is also IP68 rated waterproof. It can charge and work in under 2 meters of water. Once again, I do not recommend this, but if you are breaching a compound where the enemy combatants are armed with super soakers, the TM9K has your back. And that brings us to number 1 on this list of Nitecore's top 5 tactical lights of 2020. The number 1 tactical light of 2020 is the Nikkor P20i. It is our latest release in 2020 and is on the top of my top 5 list of tactical lights, because I am required to inform you that the Associated Press has already called this race for the Nikkor P20i. The P20i is my personal favorite because it is the best all-around tactical flashlight. It checks all of my boxes like someone who has no idea how to play Sudoku. It has a sleek 1-inch diameter profile from tip to tail, which means it slips effortlessly into pockets, much like a kangaroo fish slips effortlessly into orifices in my nightmares. It has the same 3 simple brightness modes like the P20i, high, medium, low, and strobe. The P20i is not going to get a rapid fire breakdown, because why rush something that is so good is what a hack will say. I will be honest, I am beginning to run out of breath. The P20i is a 1800 lumen max tac light with ample brightness for any situation without any overkill. It has a max beam throw of 317 yards, which is equivalent to about 135 shacks stacked on top of each other. It comes with that same 2-stage tactical tail switch for momentary and constant on, and has an instant strobe mode pedal. It comes with a 4000 mAh I-series battery, as well as the battery sleeve that lets you use 2 CRA123s as backup. It comes with a USB-C fast charging port, and the P20i is also IP68 rated waterproof. It can charge and work in up to 2 meters of water. Once again, I do not recommend this, but when your goldfish finally passes, there is no amount of waterproof Nightcore flashlights you can toss into his bowl that will help fill that empty void. From the seasoned flashlight connoisseur to the new people who are just beginning to dabble in luminosity curiosity, you cannot go wrong with the Nikkor P20i. It's lightweight and compact enough for EDC. It has a 1-inch diameter throughout, so it can fit in all manner of mounts and attachments. No proprietary shenanigans, just plain old USB-C. That concludes Nitecore Store's top 5 tactical flashlights of 2020. Do you have any good suggestions or ideas? Please comment them down below so I can steal them for future episodes. If you have enjoyed this video or would like to stay up to date on future product releases available at the Nitecore Store, then please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. And thank you.